Previously on Vampyr.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse then?
I am Dr. Jonathan Reid, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothy Crane. She came from Romania like me and many others.
And now, Vampyr, Episode 8.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Okay. Let's see what he's doing in there. Well, he's got bronchitis, for one thing. Let's see if I can find him back here. Oh, there's Dorothy.
It's locked, all right.
Okay. Do I have a route? Hear a crying baby over in the direction of Dorothy. Oh, I was hoping I could just go inside.
No one's there.
Okay. So let's try around back. Okay. Oh, there he is. Oh, there she is.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
He's not the only one. Okay.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius.
Okay.
Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Alright, so... already talked to... the journalist. Maybe I can find him again.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe?
Oh, there he is. Wait, Clayton, I want to talk to you again. Don't go inside.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Yes. Tell me what you know about the medical dispensary.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Oh, well, I care about public health, sir.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
No, looks like he didn't mind if you knew he was punking you.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Very well.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay, behind the church, which is where I am. So... let's have a look at the rear. Oh wait, I see. I see. Is there a place where I can drop down inside of here? Oh no, there isn't. Can I get across somehow? Alright, let's see. Okay, this is... Is that the mailbox? Threw away the letter. Let's see. Okay. My dearest, most beloved children, I am so sorry you've not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also a war going on here in England. A war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I am writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now, to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. Oh. So he does have family, he has children.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
But he didn't mail it. That's interesting. So it was supposedly a ruse. However, it seems to be a real letter. Quarantine, keep out. Can I go through the church? No. Yes, I would like to talk to the poet, but I failed to discern...
It's locked.
How to get back there. I must have missed something before. Can I get around the side here? No.
You are blinded by your false faith.
Can I go in the church on this side?
The time will come
Ugh,
when you will
Whitaker.
all be judged for your
I
sins.
so strongly dislike you, sir. Did I just miss this before? If I did, that was very oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. guys surprised me. Okay. Who's this? What? Oh, okay. Just had a cigarette case for the taking. And some bullets, it would appear. Okay. Stay at home order. Alright. Find Richard in the area. Is he in this little courtyard? Ah, yes. There he is. Hello, Richard.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for information about Dorothy. And also, I guess I should call her Dorothea. And also Darius.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
Actually, let me ask about Darius, because that was my main concern looking for this guy.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Okay. So he prints things.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Alright. Let's see. Tell me, poet, what is your assessment on London?
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
That's not really what I'm getting out of this.
Peaceful? That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
I guess. Why are you wandering the cemetery at night?
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
You should probably worry about getting sick.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
If you say so. Oh yeah, do you know anything about the Mute Florist?
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious?
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
Okay. You're a bit of a romantic.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reid.
Well, have a good night.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Oh, editor refusal letter. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Dear Mr. Nithercott, thank you for sending your book of poems, Songs from the Defeated City, which we found as interesting and profound as we told you the first time we received it. Alas, in the terrible times our country is currently facing, you must understand that such title would be totally inappropriate for any publication. Thus, since you still refuse to change your title and demand the full publication or none of your work, I'm sorry to announce that Sycophant Publishing chose the second option. Ha! Sycophant Publishing. All right. Yeah, maybe I'll ask him about that really quickly.
Can breathe its own beauty and grace.
Come here, you big
Good
dummy.
evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Let's see. Yes, do you make a living from your writing?
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
But you do seem to have money.
Still, you don't seem to suffer from poverty.
With thanks to my parents, actually. I'm afraid I would not be able to live on my own without their help.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Well, that's a huge bummer. Maybe if you were inspired elsewhere.
Tell me, Mr. Nithercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Huh. What do you mean exactly?
In what way exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Interesting. So you don't really know anything about her.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
I mean, not really, no. I don't think it's dull. Maybe it's that if you find out the truth about her, she'll fall from the heights of being your muse.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
I mean, no, she definitely won't be.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Okay, so that was illuminating on a couple of levels. Learned a little bit more about Camellia. Oh, I have to figure out how to get back out of here. I think it was this way. Definitely gotten some information about Darius. He's a communist publisher. And we did learn that Dorothea was also a communist back in Romania, an activist. So the plot thickens. I don't think that's the right way. Okay, so let's go knock on his door again and see what he has to say for himself. Hopefully I can convince him to let me in this time.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Okay. Oh, that's sad. All right, let's have a man-to-man talk.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man-to-man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
I have no plans to, sir. Okay. Darius Petrescu's house. Where'd he go? Oh. I probably shouldn't steal his shillings. I'm already eating patients at the, hospital. Alright, I believe she was behind this door. You know, it's interesting. She's blackmailing Ashbury and possibly to get money for this operation, I'm guessing. However, I kind of feel like, you know, Ashbury is killing patients, so, like, I don't know, is she really in the wrong to try to use that information to get some money for her clinic here?
Rathband, control yourself. Calm.
Find myself a little conflicted.
I need help.
I'll help you. I'm a doctor.
We have here, nurse.
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Is there anything else I should know?
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
High fever,
He's not
perhaps?
convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel.
Oh,
Hand me that
what?
scalpel.
Oh, no.
What can I do, Doctor?
Get me a straw. Let's see. Let's see if we can...
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Oh, no. Oh, this is gonna be ugly. Oh, boy.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do.
Straw, short pipe.
For air through the neck.
Whatever.
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, boy.
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
We didn't even...
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung.
Oh, boy.
Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
That's what I was thinking. Do you have any ideas?
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
I mean, he'll die now if we don't do anything. I certainly agree with you about having a clean operating room.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
Oh, boy.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
Oh, no.
I can't see.
Oh, I'm going into a feeding frenzy. I gotta suture this up, or I'm gonna lose it.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Oh my God.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Let's rub his heart.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Maybe? I don't know. Oh dear, I look really bad.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse,
I should
we did
have
everything
him.
we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
So it seems like vampirism looks like the flu. And then isn't.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Correct.
To what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
Okay, let me see my details here on Dorothy. She's very healthy. Good blood quality. Interestingly, she has a low mesmerize. I'm not going to eat Dorothy, though. She's the Whitechapel's doctor, basically. I've just come to stop the blackmail. I actually don't care about your little illegality of this clinic you have.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Yeah, but just don't blackmail. All right.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Oh, wow. Let's see. Spare, I look away, but you resign. Charm, you will forget all about this. But will that end the blackmail if I charm her? And then I could eat her as well. I don't want to eat her. Let me see what happens if I charm her.
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Interesting. Mesmerize level. New citizens available to kill. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm a little confused. I mentioned ending her activities in the Resistance at the end there. I wonder If that's... I shouldn't have taken those. Oh well. What was that? Oh no. Uh-oh. What's going on?
Oh, this one stinks already. It's a leech! Kill it!
Oh! Oh god. Yikes. Why are there Priwen in here? Huh. Okay. Whew. Alright, well I guess I need to go back to... Are these Priwen as well? They are.
It's one of them! Get your weapons ready!
Blood. Come on. There we go. Okay. I wonder if they came here looking for me. Well, I certainly hope not. Okay. Let me go back. I don't want to... I was thinking I would loot that place, but I don't want to steal the resources from the clinic. I already cut them off from an income stream.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reid. Come on in.
Oh, thanks. Can I talk to him?
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Alright, let's see. He's got bronchitis. I think I have a cure for that. Alright. So, let's see.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
No, I don't have a treatment for bronchitis.
Well, if you feel all right, that's fine.
Yeah, why don't you want to publish Nethercott? Although, kinda think I can guess.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Huh. I'll remember that. What do you know about Camellia?
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
How exactly?
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Yeah, aren't you worried about her safety?
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
All right, tell me more.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Okay, I apparently already asked him that. All right.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Yeah, that seems evident. Let's see. I believe we're done here.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
All right, so I'm gonna return to Lady Ashbury. Now, I have to remember how to get there. Let's see. To get to the hospital, I gotta go here. But... am I going the right way? No.
Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Who's this?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Wow. Okay. Anyone you can tell me about here?
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Everybody is really into her. Who should I avoid? I think I can guess.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt.
Oh,
the bloody
I
bastard
ate him.
remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Yeah, I definitely ate him. I'm kind of sad I can't confront her about her elixir.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Let's see, what has she got? The Swanborough cordial. I'm taking one. Let's see. If only I knew which of these things I needed. That would certainly be useful. All right. I think we're done for now. All right. Let's see. So, kind of continually going the wrong way here. This right? Nope. Okay. I want to go the opposite direction from this. Alright, so if I go up here, come this way.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
This way? No. This way. Who's that? Oh, that's the prostitute.
So pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
Alright, there's my door. So I think what I'll do is first evolve myself, and then I'll go report to Lady Ashbury. Let's see what we got in terms of upgrades. Oh, disappearances in Whitechapel. All right. It has reached the point where witnesses have to queue before recounting their testimonies to an officer. Although this phenomenon appears to be a nationwide occurrence, the statements of the last 24 hours have converged around a single area in the country, Whitechapel, London. Yes, once more the despised and loathed East End is left to struggle on its own, continuously overlooked by the authorities, even while numerous families from this district report the unexplained disappearances of relatives and neighbors. What has happened to these missing individuals? Where are they? The only link between them seems to be their health and their need for urgent medical attention. Until recently, it was a local secret that the only place to get help was a discreet dispensary managed by unidentified Good Samaritans, but the place now seems to be closed and no one has any news from that facility. Did the missing persons go to a more secret place? Have they been discreetly moved to a more official service? One day soon, the London City Council's Board of Health will have to answer for this new mystery. Now that's interesting. I was not intending to shut down the clinic. So okay, let's see. Your choice concerning the community pillar have been reported to the press. And then the price and stock of the merchants in this district may have changed. So is she the only one who's missing? I mean, he should be missing as far as the community is concerned. So I don't know where Dorothea went. But presumably the blackmail has been stopped. And that was what we set out to do. I am concerned about the health of that district, however. Well, all that's left at this moment is to visit Lady Ashbury. Next time on Vampyr.